builds an audience for us.
Wow, Facebook is really
do you
clear.
live on Facebook?
Yes, I do sometimes on Facebook.
Yeah, it is, and that's why it's slower. Because
there is a delay.
Yeah,
there is a delay. Facebook, get on the ball with that.
Yeah.
so this is really exciting. So it's such a privilege actually to be on your show today.
Yeah, I'm so honored to have
excited.
you. Yeah, let's see if anyone's tuning in. Oh, hello. We've got Ashley, I think. Hi, Ashley. So I'm going to introduce my business partner, Zora. I'm so excited to have her as my second guest on my show, Out of Office. And the reason I asked her is actually because she's one of my most positive and successful business partners in Hong Kong. And she's already living that freedom lifestyle that everybody wants, doing a lot of traveling. How often do you travel? Once, twice every month? Right?
At least. Yeah. Lately,
exactly.
a lot.
Yeah, and India, and then...
we were in Singapore. We were just in Chiang Mai. We'll be going back to Chiang Mai visiting John Ho again, your first interview on this show.
That's awesome, yeah.
And now we're going to go next weekend to Shanghai.
Oh.
It's been my first time to all. It's my first time to all these places. It's so exciting. I love Asia and to explore, and it's such a privilege to lead this lifestyle. So.
Yeah, and just to give you a little bit of background of why I run this show. So we're in the new skin business together, and because I love it so much, and that is exactly the lifestyle that I wanted to achieve for myself. And because we have that, we want to share that with more of our friends, to let them know what we're doing here and how we're able to actually work anywhere we want to. So today, guess where we are? Show us some likes if you like this environment.
We're at the pool. We're at their poolside office.
Conrad,
you can see that.
Yeah.
Poolside office is pretty.
Do you like
cool.
our office today?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where we're working from.
I love it. Actually, it's almost bikini season. We can almost get in a bikini and do this. I was thinking of doing it by the pool in the lounge chairs, but our stands aren't really
Who wants a
set up.
bikini one
We're
next
going
time?
to do the bikini interview. That's for the next one. I'm going to interview you on my Periscope.
I better get in shape. Actually, Zora's been doing a really good job helping me get back into shape.
You're doing awesome, by the way. She is killing it.
Yeah, I have lost a lot of body fat and built up a lot of muscle in the past 3 months. But anyway, that's another topic.
Story, yeah.
Zora, her background. So she is American, and she's spent some time in France and then in Spain.
I was
right?
not in France. I was in Russia and Spain, Ukraine.
In Russia, yeah. And then she's been living in Spain for the past 10 years before she was in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And she's a mum of 2 kids. And she used to run her own online business, a content website. And then, if you can tell us a little bit more about how you got started in the new skin business.
Okay. Well, actually, it was my husband who found New Skin. He was introduced to it by a friend of ours, and my husband is a brilliant entrepreneur. So when he first learned about it, it was network marketing. He had no idea what that was all about. So he did his research, his due diligence, and he was thinking about it for his sister. He wanted to help his sister. He's always been trying to give her advice and try to help her start a new business, and it's always been a struggle. So when he saw this, he said, "This is interesting. This may be something she could do." But before I tell her to do it or recommend it, I gotta make sure that 1, it's legal, 2, you can actually make money, and 3, if she can do it. So and what are these products about? And so he did a lot of investigation, and he was blown away by what it was, and he said obviously he recommended to her. I had my own online business. It's a content website called Marbella Family Fun, and it was kind of like a TripAdvisor for the southern Spain area. And I wanted to learn. I started that because I wanted to learn how to make money, and my husband's pretty good at it. So I said, I don't take advantage of that while I have it, and I'm stupid. So I started this business, but always for me and for my husband, ever since we started business online, when he quit the corporate world and he decided to become his own control of his destiny, he said, you know what, whatever business I take, if it's successful, I want to have more time. Okay, he wanted time freedom, and he started the first business online in 2000. If we knew about New Skin, we would have obviously been much better off. But he said, look, my second child was just born, and he was just being promoted at work, and so he had a brilliant job, a lot of money, and then he said, if I accept this, I will never see the family. I will never see you. I'll be traveling all the time. Sure, we'll have a lot of money, but you know, that's not what I want in life. I want to see my kids. I want to watch them grow up. And so he quit. Everybody thought he was insane.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely insane. But he had a dream, he had a path, and he wanted to have a different life. He was looking for that freedom lifestyle. And so so at the time, so that's what, whenever now even we continue to have that same philosophy. Whenever we look at businesses, it has to give us that time freedom. It has to make money, obviously, and if it's successful, we need to have more time. And most businesses that you start, the more successful you are, the less time you have.
Yeah.
And this is what I was learning already with my online, my content website, is that I was thinking, geez, you know, I'm really limited. I only worked 2 hours a day on that, because I still wanted to be a mom. I wanted to raise my kids, and so I just said I can dedicate 2 hours every day. And what was amazing was that I was consistent. I never gave up, and that's why it was so successful. But I realized that as it grew and had more success, I had less time. And that's when I started to look over. I was like, what's that's Frank doing over there?
So he had already started.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he didn't really
wow.
tell me, right?
Yeah, I didn't know
and
that.
he was bringing
Yeah.
home these products, and I am insane when it comes to things that I put in my body or on my body. I have to analyze it and read it and study it. So I had these products sitting for a couple of months, and I was literally online, because my body is my temple. I'm just like, I can't put shit in it. And so
She's an awesome nutrition coach, by the way. You should see her guns. I should have asked you to wear sleeveless today. She's got these amazing arms and shoulders.
we'll do the bikini step next time.
Next time.
So anyway, so I really scrutinized these products, and as I delved in deeper and deeper, and I looked into the science, I said, wow, this is pretty powerful stuff, and it's superfoods, very plant-based stuff, and which I can totally get on board with. And I said, after a while, I said, okay, I'm going to start taking these products, and they were amazing. So I said, this is something you got to teach me more about. So I talked to my husband again. I said, let's go to a convention. And so there was a big convention in Budapest, huge. And at this point, all I knew was that there's some kind of business in a cloud, because it's not like in Hong Kong where we have like a real
amazing
store
office.
and an amazing office. There's people all around. It was literally started this business on my kitchen counter. Like, you know,
And amazing to have seen it.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I was really, and I said, this is a huge company. This is a really big deal. And of course, my husband knew all this stuff because he did all this research, and he understands it much more than I did. It just all came to life when I saw all these people and how professional the organization was, and that's when I put my name on the contract. I'm like,
well done.
and the reason is because I discussed it with my husband. I said, look, you know, the business I have now, it's very limited. I can only make so much money. It's fine, you know, to just get by. And I was just making a couple $1,000s a month, and you know, and that was okay. But I had bigger dreams, and I wanted to travel. And I couldn't maintain that lifestyle that we had because of my husband. So I said, if something, God forbid, happened to you, and I was pretty financially dependent for that type of lifestyle on him, I wouldn't know what to do. So I said, and all around me, I had friends that were getting divorced, their husbands were dying, and the shit hit the fan. I'm sorry for my language, but they have to.
You're allowed to swear on my channel.
Yeah, it's okay. Sorry. So really, they and I said, you know what? And I saw them. They had to sell the house. They had to move in with their parents. They had struggled to find a job. I had a friend who was cleaning houses, and she was educated and had, you know, college degrees, spoke many languages. And I just looked at her. I was like, God, that could be me, you know. And I don't want that to be me. So if I better do something now while everything's okay. And on top of that, when I learned more about this business and how it's helping people, I mean, the whole reason why my husband started is to help his sister. I said, this is amazing. So if I'm going to work my ass off, I am going to help people, make a difference in people's lives, and do good in the world, make a positive impact, and and then make money, right?
Yeah,
And make
yeah.
real money,
Yeah.
not just sort of piddly stuff. It's not a Tupperware business, right?
And it's really inspirational to see how Zora, because you know, obviously her husband Frank is already very successful prior to New Skin, so you know, they had in a way already achieved their freedom lifestyle, but still, you know, jumping into this opportunity to create something for herself and to help those around her, and that for me was very, very inspirational to see. So tell me why you made that decision to move your whole family to Hong Kong
Oh my
from
gosh.
Spain, because Spain is such a lovely place.
It is a lovely place.
Yeah.
It is a great place. I highly recommend everybody go to Marbella, take a look at it. It's just fantastic. It's one of the best places in the world. There's beaches and palm trees, and
Yeah,
it's very
exactly.
international.
Yeah.
And we had a great life, and I would do it all over again. And we did this right after living in Moscow for 7 years.
Yeah.
So Moscow was like the total other extreme.
Yeah.
Hong Kong's kind of like in the middle, because you kind of have both. I mean, we
Yeah.
love Hong Kong because it's really insane. But we lived there for almost 10 years, and we raised our children there. We said when we decided we had that opportunity to leave Moscow, and that's because we started an online business, right? This is the whole vision. This was in year 2000, and when internet was so slow, but after about 5 years, we were like, now we can leave, because we had Skype, we had ways of communicating online. It was easy to control a business from Spain because of the iClouds, right? And so we moved, and we had this fantastic life, and we raised our children there, and we do it all over again. But when you become a teenager living in a small beach town, they were kind of outgrew it. And but we were at the same time traveling a lot to Asia anyways. We wanted to show them the differences between Chinese and Japanese and Korean, and like how different they all are, and not just to clump them all in one bucket like they would if they just stayed there. And so when we were here on holiday, it's 2.5 years ago, we said, wouldn't it be great to finish high school here? Because they were teenagers at the time, and they looked around and they said, yes. We saw Starbucks. We didn't have a Starbucks where we were, and they saw all these shops and all this stuff, and we were staying in this really nice hotel, and they saw this beautiful school, and I just literally, you can plug in on the Google's, international schools, and it all comes up, and we decided to stay.
Yeah.
That's it. So how many of you guys have thought of when you travel and you're on holiday and you say, I don't want to go home. I just want to
me
stay.
every holiday.
I just want to stay. And that's what we can do, because we have built this life. We've built our whole way of generating income online, and we can do that. Anyone can do that, and that's the freedom that internet and technology allows us to have. So why not? Why are people still sitting in offices doing the 9-to-5 grind? I don't know. It's not for me. No, not judgmental. I'm sure a lot of people are happy doing that, and that's great. If you're happy with your life, keep doing it, right? You've got something right.
Especially now, it's so relevant, right? Given the election and everything, everyone immediately on Facebook is like, where do you want to move to, right? And imagine if you could. Just imagine, right? And that was the reason why, I started the business as well, together with my boyfriend Chris, because we can totally imagine a life in which we don't really have to be fixed to any location. I mean, we love Sydney, our parents are there, our family is there, and we have family in Hong Kong. So, hi Katie.
Hi Katie. If you guys have any questions too, pop in and ask the questions.
Yeah.
All right? And at least that's okay. It's your show.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry.
Yeah. So just to recap, for some people who have just joined, Zora is my second guest in my show Out of Office, where we are sharing a little bit more about what we do normally. So if you've got any questions, hi Roy.
Hello,
welcome.
Alejandro.
Roy is from the States.
From the States?
Yeah,
oh my gosh, what time is it there?
Yeah.
It's bedtime.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's in the States at the moment. Where are you, Roy? He travels a lot for work. That was how we met. Yeah.
My name is Zora the Explorer.
Yeah.
Alejandro's asking on Periscope.
Oh,
Shanghai.
Katie's in Shanghai. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, we're getting international viewers here. So we're at the pool bar beside the pool. You can't see it, at Conrad. That's where we're working today.
This is our office space today. Next time
Yeah.
we're going to do it in bikinis. So we're going to have a huge turnout for that one, I'm sure. Hello, Alejandro.
Yeah, so, okay, as a mom, because Zora is a mom of 2 kids, again, to recap, and they're teenagers now,
Yes,
right?
I've got one that's
in
going to
college.
turn 19 next few days.
Yeah.
And then I've got a 16-year-old
Yeah.
who's still here in Hong Kong and she's studying. So we're kind of, the only thing that's keeping us put really, is my daughter because of school.
Yeah.
And there's an interview I'm going to be doing on Periscope tomorrow. It's going to be incredible with this another person who has a freedom lifestyle, and she's been traveling for 23 years with her husband. It's insane. It's insane.
So how can my viewers follow you on Periscope if they want to
find me, just at Zora. You can find me at Zora or Zora the Explorer, right? If you that should be easy enough to remember. Zora, Z-O-R-A, Zora the Explorer. And I'll be doing an interview with her tomorrow at 11 a.m. Same time, maybe same place, maybe in bikinis if I can convince her. And I'll do that tomorrow. So it's incredible. She'll share her life story, and it all is because of e-commerce and online possibilities. So technology is allowing us to do it, but she's been doing it for 23 years. Started with the big fax machine.
So they're basically
that
nomadic.
was the technology back then. They're called. She calls herself a digital nomad.
Yeah.
And so that's the freedom lifestyle is this digital nomad. But she's more of a nomad because every 1 to 3 months she and her husband move to a new place.
That is amazing.
Right?
I would love to have that.
Isn't that crazy?
That's so exciting.
Well, we're going to do that when my daughter leaves. So that's why I found her, and I'm going to try to find out a little bit more about, how does she stay healthy? How does she stay looking so good? How does she, what airlines does she fly? Whatever her tips, what does she only has 2 suitcases. One suitcase and 1 carry-on for each her and her husband. Her whole life possessions.
That would be the challenge for me.
I know, and she's a fashionista. It's not like she's amazing. And so I've got a ton of more questions for her, but how many pairs of shoes is a big question, right?
Yeah.
Muchas gracias, Poncho. So it's really interesting how they did. A lot of people can lead that lifestyle. Hey, Paul.
Paul different?
Yeah, listening to you as you're in the drive home. Oh my God, Paul is awesome. Paul, that's so cool to have you
From the
on.
States as well?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes, Paul, you're in Texas, right? I think. Gosh, it's late. Yeesh. Oh, finally they brought our tea.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. We just kind of
I
ignored
totally
them.
didn't see it.
Yeah.
I missed that completely.
So we're having our coffee.
We're having our little high tea.
There you go.
Oh, I need this. This is so cool. Look at this. I love these things.
It's so
It's so
fancy,
British.
schmancy. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm just having a boring coffee in front of my nutrition coach. Black coffee is allowed.
You should be drinking green tea. With
Yeah,
me.
I know. I should,
Antioxidants.
but I can't. Coffee is my vice.
Didn't
one
I ask
thing
for a
I can't-
cappuccino? Or did you just say coffee? I don't know.
Yeah,
sorry.
I just wanted a black coffee. It's
That's
fine.
they
Yeah,
do it
I
correctly.
don't-
So
yeah,
if not, you tell them.
yeah, I don't drink milk.
Right, the customer's always right. Right?
Yeah.
It's tea time, Juan. Juan, so
um,
let me tell you guys on Periscope, if you get cut off, you can always find this interview. You can ask some questions, whatever you want, on Facebook. Isapin, I-S-A-P-I-n. Isapin, so easy to find, right?
Yeah.
She's on Facebook.
I should be
Live
the only
streaming.
Isapin on Facebook. So as a mom, especially I think in your early days running your website, how did you balance your role as a mom and as a businesswoman, and then subsequently New Skin? How did you juggle the two, and any challenges?
It was a challenge when I had the two at the same time.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Originally, my plan was always like I want to work just a few hours a day because I want to be a mom. So and I had that privilege. Okay, it wasn't like I'm a single mom or stay-at-home mom who needs to really pay the bills right away. So I had time to build a business. But always my objective, just like any entrepreneur, is like you just build and build and build, and then you have that freedom. So for me, it was my plan B. My plan A was my husband, right? And I have a plan B in case something happens, right? And that's very, very important for me. I'm quite independent, and I like to be in control of that and know what's going to happen if something happened. But that means if I want to build a business, and this goes for any business for that matter, it takes time. It takes a good 5 years at least before you kind of break even, right? Yeah. But the good thing is that the businesses that I chose, whether it was content website and with New Skin, is that I have no investment. Okay, that was, of course, my husband loved that. He's like, no investment, just take your time. What if you don't have a plan A? You're a single mom. Oh my God, okay, Texas, we'll have to talk a little bit more. You can send me a message, a private message. You can contact me on Facebook, or you can contact me on Twitter, whatever way you want. My email is in the description of my Zora the Explorer on but we can talk. But these are the kinds of things. If you're a single mom, you can make money very quickly. I mean, when I started even my content website, it was like, there was a guy I know who started at the same time, and he was just kind of hitting the local bars and trying, his positioning was similar to me, and he would just like say $10 and I'll make a page, on my website for you. Like, it just, worked it. So you can, there's ways. And the same thing with New Skin. You before you build up your team and have that real-time freedom, sell some products. Yeah. Just get those products out. You buy them at wholesale, sell them at retail, and you got your cash, right? Yeah. That's you can do these quickly if you have to. So definitely, if you're a single mom, the best plan is to not invest a whole lot of money in some kind of business. So choose wisely your business plans.
Yeah, and I have just to share a little bit to who was it who asked the question. I have a team of students in my team, and basically they're in very similar situations. Maybe they don't have that much spare money to spend to invest in a very big business, but they start with very, very simple products which are inexpensive, and they use social media really well to sell products and make a profit, and immediately they're seeing something already in the bank, right? So for people who don't have a lot of capital, it actually is a very good option.
Yes, absolutely. That's it's so inspirational. I met your team there, and I'm just so inspired by them.
Yeah, they're doing so well.
They are doing great, and they're doing it, and it's literally, this is the beauty about network marketing, is that you don't need to invest. You need to invest your time, right? You really need to invest time. It's not easy. It's a lot of hard work. It doesn't come for free. If everybody was doing it, and if it was easy, then everybody would be successful. It's the same like any other business. Hello, Anand. How are you?
Hi, Laurie. I don't have a Periscope account. I should probably learn it. Not particularly good at live broadcasting, as you can see.
You're great. You're great. It's really fun. I love it. So thank you, Lori, for popping in. But what I wanted to say, sí, leo en español, pero ahora no. Alejandro is in
switching to Spanish.
Spanish, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So there was one point I wanted to say about. I can't remember. I'll come to my mind.
Okay.
Anyways, but good luck. Good luck. If you want to talk, whoever asked that question, you can ask me privately, and I'll explain to you a little bit how the business model works.
So your son Markian, he is also a very, very successful influencer on the internet. You can find him on Markian on Facebook, Markian.
It's like Mark and Ian at the same time. Mark, Ian.
So that's Zora's son. So tell us a little bit more about how he started, his own social business and how that's going.
Oh wow! It started out as he wanted to go to a big university. His dreams were Harvard, Stanford, and my husband, and this is when he was about 15, 16, and my husband and I were like, well, why would they take you? Like, who are so, and my son's like, well, I get straight A's, and he's top of this class. And we're like, so everybody else who goes to applies to Harvard does too. Like, what makes you so special? Hey, Chris. And
Justina.
And so, we were telling him, these kids are like 16, they're already making $1 million. They're like on doing some channels and making their own businesses and things like that. So he's decided he's going to come up with a YouTube channel. A business. It actually, he had a great business idea, and he pitched it to my husband, and it was actually pretty good. And it was called Subscriber Club, and it was a way to support YouTubers to help them make money. Right? And it's so funny when I kind of look back on how my husband works and how I work and how my son was working is our mission are always to help people, right? Is to try to help people make money. Like, because when they make money, then they're happy and successful, and we'll eventually make it too. So, so the idea was those fans who have, those fans who are, if you're a YouTuber, say, and you have 10,000 people or 50,000 people, which is not a whole lot, and everybody has this big dream of having 1 million or 10 million people. It's not that much. So YouTube is, you can't make money on YouTube. It's hard. They don't pay enough. You only really start making the cash when you're 500,000 plus. And so, but my son said, well, look, there's still 10,000 people. There's still 50,000 people. That's still a big number, and you should be able to monetize that. So his platform was to connect any influencer, whether you're 10,000 or you're 1 million, to be able to offer a menu of services. So it was a great idea. But he said he has to learn how to be a YouTuber himself. So he started a YouTube channel to understand the problems that YouTubers have. And what he did, he started it just as before he came to Hong Kong. So literally he was practicing and learning, and in his very first outdoor, because before it was inside his room and edited perfectly and everything, and they were pretty bad. Like anything we do when we get started, it's bad. But after a while he practiced. But his very first time that he went and interviewed people, or we didn't actually, it was a secret. I hid behind a tree with a camera, and he would go and give roses to the local girls. It was for Valentine's Day.
I saw that one.
Yeah, that was his very first one.
It's got some amazing videos.
Oh my God, he was so nervous, but that happened in Hong Kong for the first time. So it really started in Hong Kong, and in about less than 2 years, I think it was 1 year, he grew to 50,000 followers. He grew very quickly, and he became the largest English-speaking YouTuber in Hong Kong. So, but he had a mission, he had a goal, he was like doing it every day. Didn't feel like doing videos all the time. It's like any business. You get all excited the first few weeks, or like going to the gym first few weeks, and after you're like, this is too hard, and I don't see any results. He just kept going, and that's what anything you guys do is just keep going.
Just
don't ever give up.
Really, a big lesson for him in growing up
really
and
big
really
lesson,
sticking to your goals, and
very big lesson. So what happened though it was last summer. Yeah, just last summer. He started experimenting with Facebook live streaming, because then we had Facebook live streaming. He said, let's try to not live streaming. No, he did Facebook short videos. So he started experimenting with that, and there was one that went viral. Over 100 million likes. Over 100. I don't even know what that number is like. Like that, I can't understand what 100 million is, but that is huge. That video became, I think, the 55th most viewed video on Facebook for the whole year. He grew from 50,000 to 300,000 in less than a week. 300,000 followers on Facebook. I mean, that's insane. Insane numbers.
And that's not, I really firmly believe that it's not because of that one thing that he did, but actually all that hard work that he put in consistently every day until that tipping point when it switches over. Right? And that is like any other business. I really believe in that. So hi Alison, hi Eva. Thanks for watching. How do you think that your experience in business and Frank's experience in business, how do you think that has influenced your children's values, or in their attitudes and the way they handle things?
I think, as a parent, you just do the best that you can, right? We do what we know, and so I always felt that my kids were learning a lot more at home than they were at school. Because what does school teach you? They teach you to go to school, show up, get good grades, graduate, go find a job, stay at that job for the rest of your life, get as many benefits as you can, retire at 65, and then you'll have money and time, and then you could do whatever you want. And we're like, why the hell we have to wait until we're 65?
Well, neither of you did that,
So I don't want my kids to be in this, and if they want to, that's fine, but I want to give them options. I want them to learn that they can making money and working are very different things.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very different things. That's what we want them to understand, so that in case they can't find a job, in case there are no jobs out there, in case, which is actually happening with this digital revolution, with all the robots taking jobs. I mean, we know what's going to happen. I mean, really, if you don't know yet, wake up and smell the coffee. It's like jobs are going away.
Yeah.
So we want them to learn how to make money independently, how to create jobs for other people. If they know that, if they have those skills, then they'll be much better off in life. I always felt my kids were learning a lot more at home than they were at school. Yes, they do. I do. Hi, Zora and Isa. Great day to be outdoors.
Yeah, Eva. We're at the pool.
It's
at the
poolside.
Conrad.
Next time is bikinis.
Yeah, you should join us next time. You should be my guest.
Yeah.
I would love to interview you, actually.
You got some great interviews. I am so excited to see how this all rolls out.
But it only works if my guests are great. So
thank you.
Yeah.
So no, I think what I really value, I want to teach my kids too, is not only to be able to be independent, but why, so that they can do the things that they want to be doing. If they have kids, well, then they can stay home and take care of their kids, or they can take them to school. I mean, the most brilliant thing the thing I'm so grateful for is that my husband has been able to go to every single play, every single sports day, every single teacher meeting. He has been there from the very start. I mean, how many dads can do that, right? But that was what he wanted, right? I broke the walls for you. So he was been there for everything, and and that's because he knew what he wanted and he found a path. And that's what Nu Skin can do for so many people, and has been doing for so many people, is being able to offer that freedom to do whatever they want, whenever they want, in the conditions that they want. And so that's the value I want to teach my kids, is that they are in control of their lives, not someone else, and they have to just learn how to do it.
So what's Markian's plan after he graduates from college?
Well, he definitely always talks about having his own businesses, right? And he wants to be an entrepreneur. I mean, this is so normal. Every kid that I meet, if their dad's a doctor, they want to be a doctor. If their dad's a lawyer, they want to be a lawyer. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you on Periscope. So I think it's normal when your kids kind of follow that path. We always try to give them their options. We don't force it down their throat. How can you make your husband believing in the platform? Katie, he was the one who found it first.
Yeah.
And he is he's a very smart business guy. And smart business people understand business models. And he got it right away. And so that's the thing, is I think if you can show this business model to somebody who's understands business, then they'll see quite easily how amazing it is. But the best way to convince your husband, I think, start making money, right? Husbands don't care,
which she really is
like
doing.
Network marketing or cookie cake baking business or whatever it is. But if you're bringing home the bacon, even if it's a little bit in the beginning, of course, it's always that way, then there's no problem, right?
Yeah,
just go and make the money, and he'll be happy.
Yeah, and I think it's also for him to see who you're working with. I think that's very important.
Yes.
How can someone, come in and see people like these and not be convinced, right? So, yeah.
And then you guys can come and drink tea with us in the hotel.
Yeah. I hope you're enjoying yourself in Shanghai, Katie. You're staying at a very nice hotel.
Ooh. Can you recommend where are you
She's
staying?
staying at the Mandarin Oriental.
I don't know where we're staying at, but Frank always does.
The Hyatt is really nice.
Is it?
Shanghai. Yeah.
I love Hyatt hotels.
Hyatt. Yeah.
Hyatts are really, really nice.
Yeah.
But
what are you going to do in Shanghai?
Orientals. We're gonna do 1 day of a guided tour, just a private guided tour to get the lay of the land. Then I'm gonna do some photo shoots.
Yeah.
Found a photographer there.
As you do.
Right? Yeah. And there was something else that, my husband is the one who plans all the vacations, and I can't remember. There was something else going on there. I can't remember. But any restaurant recommendations? Good places?
Leave comments for her to see.
Yeah. MO is best. Oh, Mandarin Oriental. Mandarin Orientals are really nice hotels, I have to
You can
say.
leave recommendations in the comments if you like for Zora. Restaurants, food.
I'd say the best Mandarin Oriental I went to, I haven't been to many, but the best I've been to so far is in Guangzhou.
Oh, I've never been to Guangzhou.
It's
except
like
for work.
you would never guess, but it's like
Really?
amazing. And Shanghai is nice in the Xintiandi district. Really, really, Gary.
Well, Mandarin
know
Oriental
that.
is known for the Hainan chicken rice, right?
Ah,
So is the
Nice.
Hyatt, though. Okay, one final question I have for Zora, because she is really a youth preservation expert, nutrition expert, anything to do with nutrition, wellness, health, she can give you the answer. She's a wealth of knowledge. So my final question for you is, how do you see the future of youth preservation or anti-aging technology?
oh my God, it is amazing what's happening in the world today, and a lot of it has to do with the mapping of the human genome, right? There's the science that we have because I think it was 2003 that they completed the Human Genome Project, and because we have this information, so many people are able to take advantage of how our genes are being affected by the things that we eat or our lifestyle. It's called epigenetics. You guys can Google it, epigenetics. But products are coming out in the market. There's Nu Skin is at the forefront of this anti-aging technology, and it's called AgeLock. And what they've been able to do is they can blend certain ingredients or certain superfoods all together, and they will affect the expression of our genes. It's unbelievable, and that's why the products are so effective, and why in the future we'll be able to target and personalize things. Well, we can do that now with AgeLock Me, right, with some skincare, but we
Doing
can
it with nutrition.
doing
as well.
it with nutrition as well. You're right. It's incredible how we're able to target the fat gene or target the wrinkle gene and target all these genes and able to tweak them a little bit, right? And because they're able to there's like heat maps, and there's all this science. You guys can just go Google it. It's all out there, and they can really fine tune products and medicine. I believe that the future.
What we do. Yeah.
It's better without it. Can you hear?
Can you hear us
Can
like
you hear
this
us now?
without the mic?
Is it better? Hello, Wong Kui Fong. Is it better now? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
If you can hear us, can you give
Can
me
you
some
hear
likes?
us? Then type something.
Okay. It seems
cool.
okay like this.
Yeah, maybe that just went out.
So as I was saying, so we have this project going on in-house at Nu Skin, where we are basically tailor making nutrition or using epigenetic research and technology.
Yeah. So I think it's personalization. Personalization is here already, and so back with the sound now. Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, it's personalization of products are very in. I don't even want to call it a trend, because I think it's here to stay.
Yeah.
I think we're able to tailor make things so well now. Before it was kind of like the only tailor made stuff was a Porsche. You could choose the color of your interior, or you choose your boat, and what size you want it. And so now we're able to tailor make cosmetics. We can tailor make our nutrition. We can tailor make so many things. Our skincare, and it's all about having individual. She has been written up in Cell at a New York university. Lots of research done that we don't know about. Jet Overboard is amazing. That's really interesting to hear. I think we have been in this business already for several years, so we've been hearing about the genetic science. We've been. I mean, if you're in science, she's smarter than you. If you're in science, then this is already since 2003. I mean, this is already 10 years. This is kind of old news.
Yeah.
And only it's now coming mainstream that people are starting to understand what epigenetics is and how gene expression can be changed. They're just starting to hear it. You know, the first time I heard gene expression was at a New Skin conference, and I was like, what's that? You know, like,
and we have made it more accessible, and I think it's becoming more and more accessible. In Hong Kong, I believe there are 2 or 3 companies which will actually do DNA testing for you, and then they will actually tell you. They generate a report.
Oh, I just did my 23andMe. You order it online too.
Yeah. It's
much cheaper.
It's not expensive. Yeah. So it's much more accessible, that kind of technology.
It is. It is. 23andMe.com is one of those things. They'll send you a kit, you spit in it, and then you send it to the labs. 6 weeks later, it's kind of a long turnover for me. But if you have a place here in the lab that can do it, I told her cloning years ago, and she said she's been doing that for years. Okay, that is so funny. Sorry, guys, on Pound live stream Facebook. We've got the Periscope going on. I'm very curious. I'm very attracted to this gene science. I love gene science. I love it, gene expression. I study aging. I mean, this is, I'm getting older. I'm almost 50, so it's like
You look amazing.
I want to
again. You should see her guns
as much as possible. Did you get 23andMe results yet? No, not yet. It should be coming in a few weeks. But
so what do they tell you in the report?
In the report, there's two reports you can get. You can either get your ancestral report, so you can find out if you are half African, or if you get some Greek blood in you, or if you're Jewish, or I don't know. They'll find out a lot of stuff, and then about your ancestry, tell you you're 50% Irish and whatever it is. And then there's another one. It's all about health. Okay, so it'll say like you're predisposed to breast cancer, or you are predisposed to diabetes. You have that gene. I mean, we all have genes to make us ill, right? So it's just a matter of figuring out, are those genes going to be switched on or off? And we want to keep those off, and we want to keep healthy genes on. Right? And that's what gene expression is. So if you find out that you are predisposed to certain diseases, then you can say, oh, okay, well then now I know I need to probably eat these things and have this lifestyle, cut down the stress, or there's so many other things rather than just nutrition that have to do with your longevity. But having that information, knowing you can start making some lifestyle changes. And but 23andMe right now, they used to be able to give you a report, but now they just give you the raw data. But for $5 US, I can send it to somewhere and they will interpret it for me.
Okay.
But even in Hong Kong, I found a place that will do that. I don't look anywhere 50. I'm looking right. Well, that's why I'm on this mission. My whole Zora the Explorer is exploring all over the world to find out the secrets of maybe Indians, or secret of Korean people, secrets of the Greeks. I don't know, why are they living so long? So when my daughter graduates in a year and a half, my husband and I are going to try to live this lifestyle. Well, just a year. We want to do 1 year traveling around the world, and I want to go to the 5 blue zones. Where there are super centenarians there. They're super centenarians where they're living way over 100, and they've got secrets that I want to share with you guys.
So do follow Zora the Explorer on Facebook, Periscope, or any other.
Facebook, Periscope, and Instagram are what I
Zora
use
the Explorer.
Most. You can plug in the raw data, and I think on some sites. Oh, interesting, Jet. Oh my God, thank you. I always learn so much from my Periscope family. Thank you. And I always try to give information to help them, but I wind up learning a lot of stuff too from them as well. So I love this interaction. And Facebook live streaming does the same thing. Have you ever microdosed on what? No, no. No, never done LSD. No.
Okay, so we're going to have to wrap up soon. But for those of you who are interested in getting more fitness or health tips, do follow Zora, or you can leave a comment below this live video, or you can directly PM me and I'll put you in touch with Zora as well. Or, those of you who are interested in finding more about what we do, and, oh, hi Alvin.
Hey Alvin, I haven't seen you.
Lovely
it's
to see
a long time.
So just directly message me on Facebook. I think that's the easiest way. And we can continue our discussion there. So
Isa is an amazing leader. I have been so inspired by her, and I'm so grateful to have met you and see everything that you've been doing and how many people you've been helping and rising to the top. So you guys are so fortunate also to be connected to Isa. So I cannot say it, I encourage you highly enough. to please get in touch with Isa. You'll be very, very happy that you did.
Oh, thank you. I love this place. So much love here, and just being able to work with such smart and successful people, and that was really what attracted me. I mean, the company, products, technology, everything is great, but for me, I think it was really all about the people that really pulled me in. So I'm gonna have to wrap up here. Thanks for all the love, Alvin. Lovely
Thank
to
you
see you
for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Bye.
Bye.